splits the mic so that you only have one side of it, and you need to have the Fifine logo on the side. Hey, thanks for checking out the channel. We're going to open this thing up. I'm really excited. This is one of the top mics that many YouTubers will use. It's pretty much up against about the best of them. So it is the Fifine K690. And let's get right into this thing. Open it right up and see what we got in here. And okay, it has nice packing. I have seen compliments about that on other videos, but we're going to go ahead and get right past that little piece. And that's just got the company website, their Facebook, contact information, which is good for support. And if we go in the overhead and go ahead and see, it is a full color manual, which is pretty nice because usually these things are probably less than half the size of this manual, so they're even harder to read. This makes it a little easier, plus it's all full color. Shows windows and examples, so that'll come in handy right there. And let's go ahead and pop this top cover off. And the first thing I see, we have a box here, and yes, it's the mic cable. It's a USB cable. It feels sturdy, it's made well. It even has a cover over the USB, so it is a USB to the original USB. It's not the micro USB, so that is surprising, but I'm not really too worried about it because that's probably what goes into the mic itself anyway. Now there's a little piece, mount piece here, and this just looks like a regular microphone kind of mount. So it comes with the adapter, and that's nice. Now, first impression, when I grab this mic, it seems like the whole thing is metal. The casing around the mic is metal. The stand is all metal. Feels well made. On the front, it does have a mic volume or mic gain. And then there's the pickup pattern switch. There are 4 different modes of the pickup pattern. And on the other side is your power switch and your headphone gain or headphone volume. And it is important that they have gain on that headphone volume. That way you can push your studio headphones with that. For pickup patterns are cardioid, omni, bidirectional, and stereo pickup patterns. And it rotates around the mic, one mic or the other, and different types of microphones. So that's really nice. Let's go ahead and get this thing on the computer and see how this thing sounds. Alright, I wanted to go ahead and finish up this little review of this K690 made by Fifine. And one of the big features about it a lot of people talk about is the polar patterns. And the polar patterns, there's like 4 of them. Yeah, it's a stereo, cardioid, omnidirectional, bidirectional. Now the stereo gives you a left and right, kind of splits the mic up, gives you that kind of acoustic left and right sound. Then you have omnidirectional. I guess they say that that's good for a band's live performance, something like that. Maybe even a multi-person interview, so that's something to think about if you are getting this mic. Now the cardioid, it's basically splits the mic so that you only have one side of it, and you need to have the Fifine logo on the side that you're speaking to. The bidirectional, that's like front and back, where if you have a 2-person interview going on, you can kind of split the mic in half and almost turn it into 2 mics. So that's kind of a cool thing there. The patterns, let's go ahead and go through those. That way you can kind of see and hear the difference. Okay, right now I do got it on bidirectional. Go to the cardioid. And they say that this is good for game streaming, vocal performances, voiceovers, and some other things. So this is kind of what that sounds like to give you an idea. Now this is your omnidirectional. And the suggestion with this is for like a band's live recording performance. So I'm not going to grab 30 instruments and play them, but this kind of gives you an idea as you see me speaking into the mic, how it sounds, how it varies, how it's a little different than some of the others. A stereo. So the stereo, it's supposed to give you a little more of like acoustics, and it's good for acoustic guitar. And this gives you a good idea of the way that that sounds. So this thing's really good for so many things. You can do voiceovers, you can do different interviews. That way you can almost split it in half and make it two mics. You know, everything that I've mentioned here and some of the things that they recommend. Now, I've had a listen at this mic. The thing sounds amazing. It really brings your voice tone through almost identical to the way you sound in the moment, or at least that's kind of my experience with it so far. This thing's built like a tank. It's a great mic. It has so many options. I would have to give this mic probably a 4.5 out of 5, which is one of the highest scores I've given anything. I can't give anything a 5. I haven't had it long enough to give it a 5 in my opinion. So I will definitely keep an eye on this thing. I will keep using it, trying it on different sorts of situations that I need. But I would definitely give this a 4.5 out of 5. Now, if you have a mic yourself and you have any opinions, maybe how it sounds compared to yours, please leave that in the comments. We have so many videos coming up, so many reviews coming up. Make sure you give us a like if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this. I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for joining. Take care.